Right after the opening, the narrative will follow Josh's everyday life, and he'll be initially portrayed as the protagonist, but will later be revealed early on that he's actually one of the main antagonists, or the false hero, according to Props Characters theory. Our opening will follow all the conventions of a thriller, but the next scene would not be, which would contrast the scenes together and make the audience feel a sense of safety, which is inspired by the movie Get Out. So in Get Out, in the first 2 minutes, a guy can be seen getting kidnapped with dark and low-key lighting. And in the next scene, right after the credits, it follows the two main characters' everyday lives in high-key lighting, and they look really innocent, and it doesn't follow the convention of a thriller, and it doesn't look like a thriller film yet. Overall, our film is a dystopian because it takes a problem from today's society and enlarges it. So in the distant future, the rich and the famous are depressed, and they use a program where a chip is inserted inside of their head where they can purchase happy memories, and they'll remember it like it's their own. And Josh is one of the dealers in the teenager market where he extracts good memories, not just from girls, but actually from all people, girls and guys. And Sarah, who is initially portrayed as a stalker in the opening, is actually the protagonist, so the plot twist will be depicted early on and mislead the audience. And this effect could make the audience more engaged. And Sarah only knows about this secret program because her mother is addicted to the happy memories, which is a motive in why she's even involved. So their mother and daughter relationship is being tampered with and disrupted. That's why she wants to put a stop to it. And since she's a teenager and goes to school with these other teenagers, she slowly noticed that the people with their memories just getting extracted are becoming more depressed and suicidal because they're only left with sad thoughts and memories. So in order to prevent this from happening, she kidnaps people who she thinks are targets for the secret program and from Josh, and injects a memory protection serum into them. And then after, she also injects a 24-hour memory loss serum, so they don't remember what happened within the last 24 hours and getting lured into a building and getting knocked out and all of that. And she uses this method because when she tried to warn people in the past, they become freaked out and end up becoming a victim. This takes place in Bangkok because it's still a developing country, so it's easier to carry out this service. And if it becomes successful, they will expand it globally, so Sarah has to put a stop to it on her own. And she tried to hack into the system in her own home to solve this and shut it down. But because that would be a boring resolution, she has to sneak into the headquarters of Happy Hour and while trying not to get caught. We decided to title it Happy Hour because they could only extract our memories that are 1 hour long. It will include flashbacks of Sarah's life to develop the character as well as the relationship between mother and daughter. And Sarah could be seen as a stalker, but actually there's a bigger problem behind that, which is why the repetition and differences theory could be applied. The Todorov theory could also be applied because it doesn't start at the climax, but at the equilibrium.